visited with Jake Tapper last night, and she, too, seemed crestfallen at the contents of the unsealed Alvin Bragg indictment.
Is it what you thought it was going to be, and are you unimpressed?
It is what I thought it was going to be in terms of focusing on the payments that were made, the falsification of the records, and really tied to the payment that was made to Stormy Daniels. In terms of a case that's being brought against a former president, it's a little underwhelming. There's not more to it. There's not more violations, tax violations. There's not an incredible new set of facts that we didn't know about publicly. It's really the facts of this case as they have existed for basically almost 7 years.
Oh, boy. All right, Houston, we got a problem. So, by the way, before we go into break, let me play one more montage that'll really put a smile on your face. This is what I mean about not paying attention to the smart kids in the room. Oh, there's going to be conspiracy coming. You know, there were leaks, illegal leaks about the indictment. Illegal leaks that suggested that conspiracy charges were going to be coming. Turned out not one word of conspiracy. 34 counts that were replicas of one another with an unspecified felony. Unspecified. Trump can't even prepare a defense because Alvin Bragg won't say what the felony is yet. That's still to come. And as Jonathan Turley and Andy McCarthy and many have pointed out, he's not able to do that. You can't get away with that. But one more montage that'll put a smile on your face. Gravian put together a montage of all of the media lies, and yes, they do lie, how conspiracy charges were going to be presented against Donald Trump yesterday in that New York City courtroom.
Donald Trump pleaded not guilty in the Manhattan courtroom, again, to 34 counts of falsifying business records and conspiracy.
Conspiracy is a very effective tool used by prosecutors to charge groups of people and hold them accountable for all acts in furtherance of the conspiracy. But the big question now arises, who is the conspiracy with?
It's 34 counts of falsifying records and conspiracy. It's 34 counts of falsifying business records and conspiracy.
More information.
We need to see what was the purpose of the conspiracy, who was in the conspiracy, what were the so-called overt acts. You actually have to take a step in furtherance of that conspiracy. You don't actually have to complete the conspiracy. You don't actually have to go through with it. You can just intend to go through with it.
Now, the conspiracy count is important because it doesn't just give the district attorney a legal platform to make Alex, to bring in the catch and kill narrative, but it actually will likely be what's called a speaking indictment.
We have new information for the first time out of court that the DA is charging this as a false business records and conspiracy case.
You have a conspiracy count that lets you give a narrative that describes the evidence that the grand jury heard and voted on, which is very different than a dry 30 counts of falsifying business records, which is the same paragraph repeated 30 times.
There are 34 counts of falsifying business records and conspiracies. To add the conspiracy element to this, conspiracy element here would indicate that he conspired with others, right? That there are other people involved in this effort.
That's the media for you. There we are. Massive fail. Don't believe them. They don't tell the truth. And from MSNBC deciding to black out the president's speech, not carry a very newsworthy speech last night. They don't want to carry it because they know what they're doing. When they lie to you, they know that they're lying to you. Keep that in mind. Back in Free Florida, I'm glad you're here in the ReliefFactor.com studios with us. Our number is 800-655-MIKE. A lot coming up this hour. Stay with us.
Subscribe to the Mike Gallagher Show podcast and stay current with all the important moments from the show. It's breaking news and what to make of it. The Mike Gallagher Show podcast. Find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to the Mike Gallagher Show podcasts today. New York got the way to be, just won't let you.
coming down, housing prices lower than ever, and I've always relied on Mike and Brian and the team at Fellowship Home Loans, who can save you tons of money on your monthly payments, a home equity loan, a refi, a new purchase. Fellowship Home Loans is who I recommend to do all your business with. Here's their number, 800-510-MIKE, to get the conversation started. See if they can save you money on your monthly payments, like I have. There's not another mortgage company I trust other than Fellowship Home Loans, because I'm a customer. I see firsthand what they do for people like you and me. Give them a call, 800-510-MIKE, Fellowship Home Loans, 800-510-6453, or find them online, fellowshiphomeloans.com/MikeG, fellowshiphomeloans.com/MikeG. You do have a friend in the mortgage business. You really do. Fellowship Home Loans.
Mortgage Bankers, Housing Lender, and MLS number 819-382, Mortgage Banker NYS, Department of Financial Services.
Execution's 11 p.m., but he's trying to convince us he's gone insane, therefore incapable of being executed.
On April 14th,
Edward? Edward. I'm a demon.
letters.
I think it's time to tell you what it is that we'd like you to do.
Comes nefarious. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. In theaters April 14th.
Are you looking for a meaningful way to preserve our nation's history? Consider purchasing a Blueprints of Liberty brick. Each purchase helps to build Liberty Village, a unique destination that brings our founding history to life. This family-friendly location will provide an opportunity for youth and visitors to encounter our founding history like never before. Visit UnitedWePledge.org to order your Blueprints of Liberty brick today.
I want to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me when it comes to my health and my wellness. I'm talking about Balance of Nature. Balance of Nature is a whole food supplement. Natural fruits and vegetables. No chemicals, no synthetic additives. Let me tell you, the results are stunning. Since I began taking Balance of Nature, I've noticed a big difference in my energy levels, my overall well-being, even my sleep. And the best part is, it's super easy to incorporate into my daily routine. Just a few capsules a day, packed with fresh fruits and veggies. I highly recommend Balance of Nature. It's a perfect way to get maximum nutrition that your body needs. Shipping's always free, but don't forget to get 35% off your first order as a preferred customer when you use the discount code MikeG when you go to balanceofnature.com. You can order by phone. Just call 800-2468-751. 800-2468-751, or go to balanceofnature.com, discount code MikeG.
Mike Gallagher.
Relief factor, pain relief, it's natural pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsement at relieffactor.com, and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. relieffactor.com or relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
Execution's 11 p.m., but he's trying to convince us he's gone insane, therefore incapable of being executed.
On April 14th,
Edward?
Edward.
I'm a demon.
In the vein of C.S. Lewis's Scrooge letters.
I think it's time to tell you what it is that we'd like you to do.
Comes nefarious. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. In theaters April 14th.
Silicon Valley Insider fans, you've listened to Keith Koo for 5 seasons discussing disruption and innovation. But did you know his passion is in advising and mentoring tech startups? For the new year, Keith and his team have a limited number of spots to take on additional clients. If you're thinking about how to get started with scaling your startup or developing a minimum viable product, email info@svin.biz to schedule an introductory conversation.
The Silicon Valley Insider Show, Saturday morning at 10 on 860 AM. The Answer.
There's still time for business owners to claim their federal aid under the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. Cash refunds of up to $26,000 per employee are available for employers who continue to pay their employees during the COVID epidemic. Many businesses qualify and simply do not know it. All business types and industries may qualify. You can claim the credit even if you received a PPP loan. This is a cash payment and not a loan, and can be claimed now. The licensed CPAs and tax professionals and Associates has been serving business owners across the country for over 15 years. The best part is that until you receive your cash payment, you don't pay us a dime. Our tax credit specialists are available now at 833-ERC-FILE, and your tax payment estimate is quick, easy, and free. That's 833-ERC-FILE to qualify you and your business for up to $26,000 per employee of free federal aid. Call us now at 833-ERC-FILE. That's 833-ERC-FILE.
I want to play the most important thing that Trump said last night. He acknowledged what he and his family are being put through by these rogue prosecutors and these corrupt Democrats who want to try to put their political opponents in jail.
We recently had another trial, and this same judge told the fine man who worked for me for many, many years that if you admit your guilt, you will be in jail for 90 days. But if you don't, if we go through a trial and you're found guilty, you're going away for 10 years and maybe longer, which for a 75-year-old man with a great family really means life. What the prosecutors and judge did to that man, I will never forget, because it's right out of the old Soviet Union. That's where we are. They said, you say anything about Trump, meaning that's bad, and you won't even have to serve the 90 days. You'll walk free. And they say that to many of my employees. We have this Jack Smith lunatic threatening people every single day through his representatives. They're threatening jail terms. But talk about Trump and you'll go free. This is where we are as a nation. Who would have thought?
This is where we are as a nation. Who'd have thought it? That's what MSNBC didn't want their viewers to hear. Wow, what a time to be alive. We got a lot more coming up. Stick around. More of the Mike Gallagher Show coming up. Inflation has consequences. As the Fed raises interest rates to combat out-of-control government spending, long-term bonds have diminished in value, crippling banks. Depositors are holding their breath, and investors are bailing on the bank stocks. Diversification has never been more important. You've got to diversify. The recent surge in gold prices shows why gold has historically been a great hedge against the stock market and against inflation, too. Well, there's one company I trust, the one that I do business with. It's Birch Gold Group. I buy my gold from Birch because I want a safety net for me and my family. You can do the same. Just go to MikeForGold.com or text the keyword Mike to 989898, and we'll send you a free info kit on gold. Never any high pressure, no obligation. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k that's tied to a volatile market into an IRA in physical precious metals. Go to MikeForGold.com or text Mike to 989898. Claim your free info kit on gold today. Birch Gold Group. Text Mike to 989898 now.
Mike Gallagher.
Attention Bay Area. Semper Solaris is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEM2. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and counting. No one works harder than Semper does with esprit de corps and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Imagine no money out of pocket, no payments until 2024. Call 650-376-8287. Worried about blackouts? Tesla and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Semper offers new furnace and AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Don't wait. Get your solar system installed by Semper Solaris before net metering changes and rates go up even more. For all offers, call 650-376-8287 or visit SemperSolaris.com. Unapproved credit expires 4/12/2023. CSW number 978-152.
40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van. Running or not, we guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring the kids home safe.
Call 800-741-3155. 800-741-3155. 800-741-3155.
Dennis Prager here, and now is the time to sign up for our trip to Israel this fall. Mike Gallagher and I are headed back to Israel this October. Don't miss the Stand with Israel tour with our trusted partner, Inspiration Cruises and Tours. We'll visit amazing places in Israel, sure to profoundly inspire you with every step. Visit StandWithIsraelTour.com, StandWithIsraelTour.com, or 855-565-5519.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-333-1750. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-333-1750. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-333-1750. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-333-1750. 800-333-1750.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. He says a 34-count indictment against him is another form of election interference. After pleading not guilty in New York, former President Trump returned to his Florida home last evening. He addressed a packed house of hundreds of supporters, saying the case ought to be immediately tossed out. A transgender bathroom bill has won legislative approval in Kansas, and it appears it has enough Republican support to overturn an expected veto by Democratic Governor Laura Kelly. Progressive Democrat Brandon Johnson will succeed Lori Lightfoot as mayor of Chicago. Johnson defeated fellow Democrat Paul Vallas yesterday's mayoral runoff in Chicago. On Wall Street, stocks remain mixed. The Dow is trading 13 points higher, while the NASDAQ is down 165, the S&P 21 points lower. More details at srnnews.com.
The Mike Gallagher Show.
A lawyer paid a woman, and a business reimbursed the lawyer. That's it. Then the company filed the payment as a legal expense and just threw it in the filing cabinet. But calling a payment to a lawyer a legal expense instead of a legal reimbursement is worse than murder here in New York. Never, ever put your payments in the wrong ledger.
In the ReliefFactor.com studios, here's Mike.
Unfolding yesterday, I had a chance to talk to famed criminal defense attorney Arthur Aidala in New York City, because this guy knows the courthouses of New York. Here's my chat with legal eagle Arthur Aidala.
Typically, these are very anticlimactic proceedings. Typically, I did an arraignment in this courthouse, a month ago, under very similar circumstances, and the whole arraignment was like 4 minutes. I mean, literally 4 minutes. At some point, at this point, the president has seen the indictment and reviewed it with his lawyers, because he's going to be asked that question by the court. Have you, or by the clerk, one or the other. Every judge does a little different. Either clerk will say,